between the Baltimore Ravens and the Pittsburgh Steelers. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Throwing first play is Pickett. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. The Steelers at 10-4 on the year. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
From the 41, Pickett. That's swung out wide to Harris. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. Now, this defense for the Ravens, they were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Pickett will look to throw it here. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. A nice pickup of 23 on the 3rd down conversion. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. Again, it's Harris on 2nd down. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. Well, sometimes it's hard to take your eyes off this guy at the linebacker position. He can run, and he did there to make that play.
And sometimes all of your best laid plans of play design, your X's and O's, they can't always account for individual effort defensively. And this was one of those times. Just a terrific play to hustle over there and get the running back to the ground.
And he has the 1st down before he's tackled at the 5. And the next-gen stats tell the story as he was traveling at better than 19 miles an hour. A stop there on 3rd. They could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on 1st and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view,
That's a big-time pickup right there, and I'd go right at them with another momentum play. I'd go quickly and attack them because right now they probably have their heads down a little bit since they didn't stop them on third down.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Najee Harris with his 13th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Steelers get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that makes the score 7-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. From the 10. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. These two teams met in Baltimore, you might remember earlier in the year with the Ravens winning that game. So if they can win here in Pittsburgh, they'd be able to claim the season sweep. Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. And not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Jackson. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. To throw is Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. On 2nd down, a run to Dobbins. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Then he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. Jackson. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down. That's taken in by Duvernay. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Devin Duvernay, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This taken in at the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And, of course, this a critical game in regards to not just the division race, but playoff seeding as well. They are a game up, but a loss here could really muddy the waters.
And both of these teams want to clear things up about how they feel about each other and their standing in the league. Because these two teams, they've really been the cream of the crop in their division. So this game, it's been looming on both of their schedules.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. These two teams all tied after one. On 2nd and 9, Pickett. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Pickett and the Steelers in need of a big play here. 3rd and long after the sack. Looking to throw. And that will be incomplete.
He's second in the NFL in interceptions, and you understand why. He plays a game of great intelligence, understands positioning, and has a great ability to break on the football when it's in the air.
So fun to watch his closing speed, and another example of it on that play. On the return, Hardy. Good blocking there. Nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Ravens set up well to begin their drive, as it'll begin in enemy territory already. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Some teams like to start aggressive to begin a drive, but this is still what you expect to see in normal situations. Just call a simple run, get a few yards to begin the series, and set yourself up for something bigger on 2nd down.
A 2nd and 7 with our score tied at 7, but they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it? Another run here with Dobbins. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Position to begin the drive, and now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Here's a give to Dobbins running right. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. On the counter now, it's Dobbins. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Throwing is Jackson. He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal.
You have to ask the question, where was the help? Because it's a little surprising to me that he'd find that much room to run this close to the end zone. He doesn't quite get there, but he sets his guys up for the 1st and goal.
They'll run with Dobbins. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Dobbins once more, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins taking it in from 4 yards out, and the Ravens have taken the lead. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Linebacker Patrick Queen bringing him down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They'll run again with Harris. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. James Daniels, the guard, called for the penalty there. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Here's Pickett. Open man, that's the tight end Freiermuth. That'll go for a gain of 7. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
The Steelers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Throwing on 3rd down. Here's Pickett. Here's Johnson with a reception. And out across midfield down to the 45. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards. I think everyone in the stadium saw that big hit coming.
And I, as a former defensive back, have to admit I'm a little disappointed. He actually was able to hold on to the ball. He brought the lumber on that play. Give my man a whole lot of credit for taking the hit and possessing the football.
And picking up the first down. To the air on first down with Pickett. Completes this one to Pickens. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. Here's second and a yard. Pickett, he'll look to throw it. It's brought in by Harris. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
That's a pretty play there coming out of the backfield, but as that back, you've got to be conscious of making sure you're securing the football. When you get out in open field, sometimes you get a little loose with it as you're trying to get up ahead of steam. Make sure you keep it close to your body because those defenders are trying to punch it free. He does a nice job there protecting the ball and picking up a first down.
Pickett, he's going to throw it again. It's Najee Harris now on back-to-back plays with a catch. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
First and 10, here's Pickett. Out to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now another timeout called for by the offense.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Another try after the first down sack. Pickett. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. Just his second incompletion so far. He's 8 for 10. I think he'll take 80%.
There's no doubt that he will, but if you're the defensive play caller, you better circle what you just dialed up on your play sheet and come back to it because you just caused an incompletion. You need a few more of those.
Ninth play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. In motion right, here comes Johnson. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. And they're not going to get the snap off. This might back him out of field goal range. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. On fourth down, here's Presley Harvin on to punt. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. Here's Jackson. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. So we've reached halftime here. Let's throw in a broadcaster cliche, shall we? Both teams looking for a gift on Christmas Eve. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. Taken at the goal line. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Now Jackson on 1st down. That's for Bateman, and it's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football. Not the way you envision things to start out the 3rd quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Pickett. Rush coming, and he's taken down. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now a give, running left is Harris. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the 1st level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
Now Pickett. He's got Claypool for a Steeler touchdown. Chase Claypool, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Steelers take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. And oh, he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This will be fielded inside the 5. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And what a return. Great field position all the way out to the 48 there.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Throwing on second down. Jackson. Open man is Duvernay. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. And, Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him over 3,000 yards passing now on the campaign.
And, Brandon, nowadays your leader's usually closer to 5,000 yards on the year, but still, 3,000 yards, a good season.
They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. So the penalty yards marched off on the face mask. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Now Dobbins again on second down. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And that'll move their lead up to 4 now. That was perfect. From distance, he steps up, knocks it right down Main Street.
And Main Street's celebrating right now with him, aren't they? I love the mechanics of the whole thing. Snap, hold, everything was right on target, and the blocking was perfect, and he executed so well.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's another carry for Harris. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. And with a play clock at 3, we'll get a signal and a timeout on the whistle. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on third. Off the play fake, here's Pickett. He'll buy some time right. Crossing route catch made by Johnson. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That goes as a gain of 36 on third down.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Pickett now on first down. Open man completes it to Claypool. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Chase Claypool. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Steelers have retaken a third quarter lead. Boswell for the extra point. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fields it right around the goal line. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Up to midfield. Deontay Hardy. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Ravens. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Yeah, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They run again with Harris. And some space here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 46 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but There are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
On 2nd and 11 now. Pickett. That's swung out wide to Harris. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Third and 2, Pickett. Eluding the pressure right. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this third quarter of play. Johnson, the man in motion right. Pickett, 4th down, desperation time. Flush to his right, and he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And that will force a turnover on downs. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A give up the middle to Dobbins. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Now Dobbins again on 2nd down. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to have to put a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
Now it's Jackson. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on third down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
Dobbins running out of the gun. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or two in this situation.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Jackson. And it's caught. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. That's a gain of 4 here in the 4th quarter with them leading by 4 on the scoreboard.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Now Jackson taps this forward, jet sweep, and he is going to lose yardage here. So a decision to make there. They decline the penalty as they'd rather force the 4th down. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This will get the lead up to 7. Tucker's kick is good, and that'll make this a 7-point game. And from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And last time they were stopped on 4th down, had a drive stalled out. We'll see how they respond this go-around.
I'm eager to see what their mindset is because moving the ball, feeling good, and then that abrupt stop on 4th down, do they go back to the bench and go, oh, boy, they've got something for us? Or do they go to the bench and say, we blew it ourselves. Let's get back out there and move the ball again.
And is it different when you get stopped on 4th versus punt? Is that more motivation for the defense, a little more confidence?
I think as a defense, you're so excited with a 4th down stop. Making them punt, that's your goal anyway. But a 4th down stop, that's almost a sign of disrespect that they went for it in the first place. And when you get that, you feel great about yourselves.
First down, and they go back to Harris. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Like the design that we're seeing right there, this is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way to the openings, take their shots.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Pickett now to throw off the play fake. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Got his man. It's caught. for a Steelers touchdown. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A fourth-quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for two, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Extra point now by Boswell. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. Boy, hard to ask for a better game thus far. 27 apiece is our score as the kick's away. And from the end zone, Deontay Hardy will bring it out. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 13. Jackson now. Connecting with Andrews. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Jackson to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Kamal Martin has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Now, how about that? Rattled by a big play in the previous snap, they bounced back, and that's exactly what they needed defensively, getting a big play of their own.
Now Jackson. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Well, the defense certainly did its job. They held up in that situation, and now 4th down, you've got to punt this and try to get to overtime. There's no decision to be made in my estimation.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Fielded just inside the 20. A nice work on the return as he gets about 15 yards back. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They need to get this around the 40 on the other side to get into field goal range. Look at the clock, a decent amount of time here in a tie game. What do?
No panic situation at all. They've got to get a couple of chunk plays, pick up nice bits of yardage.
Target the sidelines?
Target the sidelines because you want to get out of bounds and make sure that clock stops. Because if the clock stays running, that makes things that much tougher for you. It can always bleed out on you.
And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. The man in motion left here, Johnson. Here's Pickett. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Looking to throw here, Pickett. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Ravens are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Jackson. Dobbins with it. And he'll be out of bounds after a gain of about 5. That stops the clock, but slow and steady won't win the race at this point. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be second down.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, and maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on first down. They're ahead of the chains now.
And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end, Andrews. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
Here's Jackson. That's taken in by Duvernay. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. So it's up now to one of the most accurate kickers in NFL history, Justin Tucker. This from Tom Dempsey range here. Does he have the distance? He does. It's good. My goodness, he hits it from the parking lot as time expires. And joy will reign in the Inner Harbor as the Ravens have won it. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And I tell you, these division games, never for the faint of heart, but they come through with a tight victory here on the road.
And you find yourself working harder in a game like this too, don't you?
Yeah,
because you got to stay with it, right? You got to stay with it. You got to stay locked in. It's our type of a game. And you just mentioned it. Division game, on the road, tight, and they find a way to win it. Way to hunker down, as my old coach used to say, and find your way through.
So for Baltimore, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they hit the 10-win mark now at 10-5. And they'll return home next week to take on the L.A. Rams. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, it's a bad time of year to take a loss like this as they drop to 10-5. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel to Denver to take on the Broncos.